Welcome to Organizational Theory. My name is Dennis Arthur Connors. I'll be the professor of record for this required course, which I'm going to assume is relatively early in your program. The purpose of this introductory video is to kind of give you an orientation of the course, my philosophy, why I think it's an important course, why it may be a requirement in this program, speak about the actual organization of this particular course, talk about some of the assignments and some of the support that's built in to help you do your best work. First, you need to know my introduction was certainly in my opening announcement, so I don't need to reiterate that. You'll be introducing yourselves to each other and to me through the letter of intent, which is the first written assignment. But my philosophy of teaching graduate students in leadership program, as you can tell by my gray hair, has been built over a number of years. I think it's equally important not only what you know, but what you can do with what you know. So as you enter this particular course, it's going to be I'm interested in the 2 inches above your eyebrows as well as your ability to practice, to get better at building skill capacities around the notion of understanding organizations, their dynamics, behavior, and leading them when necessary. The bedrock of my philosophy is based on 3 principles. The first is rigor, the second is relevance, and the third is relationships. It's a 3-legged stool, if you will. Rigor, as you no doubt will see in the syllabus, in the organization of the course, is present throughout. Rigor doesn't mean necessarily it's difficult. Rigor means that it's what has been selected is important, not only to know but to practice, and that it will be germane and central to your work as a leader in the future. Relevance goes hand in hand with that first principle. It is intended to appeal and speak meaningfully to your own work or your future work, and certain relationships is vital in terms of leadership. Online education is good in terms of providing access and information and opportunity. Relationships with the professor and with each other, students to student, student with professor, is something that we're working very hard to try to build, and you'll see that there are structures throughout the course that hopefully will point out the importance and enable relationships to develop, given that this is an 8-week intensive course. This course is important. It's not just because it's a required course in your program. It's important in terms of understanding how and why organizations behave as they do, why people operate or don't operate as they do. This is a case-centered course. You'll be using, I think, 6 cases within this course. And so I give you a little bit of a briefing in this pre-course module regarding the case study methodology. There are 2 aspects or 2 perspectives that this course is built upon. One is using perspective. You'll be looking at organizations through lenses, the lens of structure, the lens of culture, the lens of team design, and the lens of interpersonal relationships. Understanding the interplay and dynamics of those perspectives. Being able to look at how organizations operate, how you can diagnose what needs to be done, and then take action. It's not just understanding, it's about doing something to accomplish an end. And so one is perspective. You'll see the 3 modules are broken down by those 3 perspectives. The other is the major reading you'll be using is Peter Senge's organizational, the 5th discipline, organizational learning. And this, I think, is a classic book. It's 1999 is the first edition of it. I think it is very powerful, and you'll be practicing the disciplines of personal mastery, shared vision, team learning, mental models, and to a limited extent systems, though we will not get into that in any depth. We just can't do it within the 8-week time frame constraints that we have for this course. You'll see that the modules are broken out by weeks, and it's fairly fast-paced. There are a number of different requirements, and let me just speak briefly to a couple. One is, because it's case-based, you'll be reading and studying a case, and then discussing that case, blogging about that case in the case discussion blog, which is located in the navigation bar. There are questions that I have posed regarding the case, and I would ask that you, within the time frame, thoughtfully post your answers, responses to those particular questions that I pose for the case. This is not intended to be a discussion board. It is rather, I'm interested to see as individuals how you process the facts of a case, how you reach conclusions, how you answer those particular questions. The discussion will take place within small groups. After the first week of class, you'll be placed in small groups, which you'll remain in for the remainder of the course. And in that small group, you'll be doing what I call organizational learning labs, exercises around one of the disciplines that will be highlighted within that particular module. And there will be opportunities for you to discuss aspects of that learning exercise, those labs, within your small groups. Also, to go back within the modules, there are readings that will go along with the cases, and you're certainly free within the discussion boards in your small groups to discuss those as well, and are encouraged to. Because this is about leadership, I'm going to ask that in the small groups that someone be nominated, volunteer, whatever, to lead a particular week's discussion if that's what the requirement calls for, and that hopefully everyone will have, or most everyone will have, an opportunity to do so throughout the 8 weeks. There are supports built in throughout this course. Because this is a rather rigorous course, I want to call your attention to the TA in this course, Anna Frost, who is a marvelous writer and is committed to helping you in the major assignment, which is the case analysis, which is towards the end of the semester. She will be doing writing seminars throughout the time frame of the course, and I strongly encourage you to participate in those writing seminars. Even if you think that you're a good writer, it is absolutely critical that you practice, because early on in your program you want to begin to get better not only at the clarity of thinking and your writing, your ability to communicate, but also in the formatting that's necessary in graduate level writing. So this course, you'll see that it will be built upon clear thinking and strong, clear, concise, and compelling communication. One last thing about me, as I pointed out earlier, have done this for a while, you can tell, and I'm interested in students who are really committed to their program. I articulate within the syllabus what I believe to be a committed student. I also define what I see to be an enrolled student or a compliant student. I am not interested in graduate students who are just tourists, who just say, let me check the boxes off to get through this course. I am interested in students who really roll up their sleeves and engage the best that they can do in the course. So think about that as you go through. You will be tested in this course, and for the most part, people who persevere, which is an element, a quality of leadership, do well in this course. I think that's enough for now. Read the syllabus, read my memo on a session with organizational theory, and the course case method PDF that I've attached. Begin to work on your letter of intent, and I will see you later in the course. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. I look forward to working with you. Take care.